this ground composition that we're seeing from Slush is going to be heavily weakened, especially with Storm on top of it all, as these units just will not hold up against, Colossi with a thermal lance range of 9. That just rapes things. And it looks like the first Colossus is going to be in trouble as he is way out in the open. Storm going out all over the units. Beautiful storms by iNcontroL. Look how many Hydras he's caught. Looks like that, oh no, if only he had focused on the Hydras, he would have been able to take a whole crap ton of them out. He does have 2 more Colossus at the front of his base. He's got another 2 on the way. So he's actually going to be hitting critical mass very shortly. Roach is running the wrong way. Looks like they're going to take a lot of damage, but not going to be a big deal because, of course, they regen at a ridiculous rate if he were to burrow them anyway, which he does not have, by the way. He does not have burrow to do. So that's too bad. But if he gets the organic upgrade, of course, that helps as well. He has not decided to go for Hive Tech yet, but he is now got that high yield up and running. Well, I guess sort of. He's got a drone. And as soon as I say that, look at that. He gets burrow. Very nice. So at this point, it looks like iNcontrol's got 3 Colossi out on the field. I would like to see 3 more to make this basically the Imba force of Colossi that cannot be taken out by any ground force that the Zerg can make. And look at this. Very nice creeping. You can see that he's done a really good job of, with the exception of right here where he lost a creep tumor earlier, he's doing a really good job of just connecting his bases or giving himself mobility out on the front in the middle of the map. I would like to see connections to his bases, especially the high yield, as that's going to make a big difference in trying to defend it, especially against a high Colossus force like we're seeing over here. But overall, he's going to be in pretty good shape to defend, and the creep is going to help quite a bit. I don't think he saw those units. No, they were uphill. But look at this. Let's go back to the army count. It is evened up quite a bit. iNcontrol's back in this game. And again, with those Colossi, that's going to be one of the most effective units that he can make against the ground army. And he is focusing on it. He's got 4 out now and about to have another 1, 2 come out. And as soon as that 6th one comes out is going to be the time where I think iNcontroL should decide to push out, because it's just going to, especially if he's got some sentries, which he doesn't have. He's got stalkers, but if he's got a decent buffer in front of him, it's just going to be like impossible for the Zerg player to defend against. And here we go. He's moving out with 5. He feels like that is a solid number to go against. Takes out the Changeling with a massive amount of thermal lance. And oh no, the Infestors! They're going to grab a couple of the Colossus, and now he's going to be able to help rape the army like that. But no, he focuses them down. He takes them out with Storm, and now the Colossus are back on the right side. And look at that army just evaporate to Colossus. That is ridiculous. And now he's going to go out to probably the main bases. He's in a good position to do so, and he can always back off using the ledge over here. Another Infestor over there. It looks like the range is going to take it out so fast, though, that Colossus that was mind-controlled, not going to be able to do much of anything. And at this point, look at this. They outrange even spine crawlers, and that's just unfair. I mean, come on. Look at that. He takes it out in no time flat. And I got to say things are not looking good for Canada right now, as these Colossus are just going to rape pretty much anything that he can throw at him from the ground. I would have liked to see a little more Infestors. I don't think Corruptors actually would have done the trick at this point. I think he really needed to attack earlier. And at this point, Slush is in trouble as he's got the high yield up, and you can see he's throwing down a mass amount of hatcheries and tech buildings to replace the ones that he's sure that he's about to lose. But really, he needed to attack earlier. And now we got a mind-control Colossus right out in the middle of the field, caught by an Infestor. That's nice, but at the same time, you're losing your base, buddy. That's not good. And iNcontroL looks to be able to take this match. It was definitely back and forth, and I think that Slush had a lot of opportunity to take it. But in the end, he let the massive Colossus happen. That is not something you can let happen as a Zerg player. And now we're seeing Corruptors out on the field, but you're going to see that while they're probably going to take out maybe a Colossus, the Stalkers are so effective against them that they're not really going to do enough damage. And that's the issue that I have with Corruptors, is that they go down too fast to Stalkers to really be effective in the game. And of course, we're not even seeing anything like a counterattack. That's not going to work. There are, again, another robotics facility probably producing another Colossi. It is. Where's it going? Right over here. I'm not sure why. And with all the cannons defending the other bases, iNcontrol's just going to be in a great spot as he throws down a massive gateways to basically make sure that nothing else bad can happen to him. It looks like he is going to lose the last couple of Colossus that are over here. However, it's one of those things where it doesn't really matter, as they are both masters in their own. Oh, an Executioner goes down. He had 22 kills on that Colossus, and they were worth their weight in gold right there. 22 kills, very effective use of Colossi, and on top of it all, he is now throwing in some Zealots to make sure that he takes any more expansion that Slush tries to put down. Slush is on one base mining. Granted, it's a high yield, but not only does iNcontroL have a high yield, he's got two non-high yields mining and not mined out yet. So really, iNcontroL is, I was going to say it at some point. He's in control. I love that joke. Anyway, it looks like these Zealots going to rush in and take out a queen over here. That's unfortunate for Slush. He really needed that last queen to just spam spawn larva like crap on these 3 hatcheries. And even though these Zealots going to be able to get taken out pretty quickly, they did their job. They delayed more larvae from coming out for Slush at this point. And these buildings are just going to bleed to death. As you can see, they're no longer on creep. Of course, buildings that are not on creep, this is what happens. They just can't handle the pressure, and they're gonna. Let's watch it explode. I've never actually watched a building bleed to death, so I've seen drones explode. That's cool. Oh, it explodes just like it killed it normally. That was kind of disappointing. Anyway, it looks like we have a DT out on the field, but there are no Overseers anywhere to be found. It doesn't matter. He takes it out. Oh, Fungal Growth, very nice use of it. Helps him take out the DTs that are invisible, of course, but he lost the hatchery, and that is the important part here. He's got a lot of minerals, but he just can't seem to keep up with production at this point. As we go to the Army tab, and iNcontroL, oh my goodness, is at 150 to 100, basically. And with a lot of Colossi back out on the field once again, he's going to be able to clean up this force really quickly. And I have a feeling that we're going to see a GG coming from Slush in the very, very near future. GG from Slush. Nice DTs added to that. And that brings USA to a 1-1. Well, I guess that's, yeah, we're at 1-1 thanks to iNcontroL. So GG, let me turn off the